Alright, so I'm just gonna be doing some light touches. I feel like I got hit by a bus after training yesterday and the soccer, which is normal, especially after soccer. So I'm just gonna do some light touches on the ball. I haven't done these for a long time. But this type of stuff is good for recovery, nice light movement. I've already had a few saunas today, 2 to be exact. I may get another one in, but just focusing on getting some movement. I also typically haven't trained in bare feet with soccer, so this will be interesting. Ooh. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to do some different variations of this. And then I'm going to do some rotational work, very light with Indian clubs. Anyways, I very easily could have talked myself out of this, but you know what? After just kicking the ball right there, I already feel better. Anyways, going to kick the ball a little bit on Indian clubs next. I got to get plywood put up there so I can kick it. When I was a kid, I would kick a soccer ball against a church wall right beside my house in this really small town called Glen Allen. So I grew up in Glen Allen, a really small town. There's a very small population. There was no convenience stores, Mennonites everywhere. So interesting spot to grow up. But anyway, I would kick the soccer ball against church. I remember spending hours and hours there. Just kicking the ball, no iPads in sight. Okay, try something different here, outside of the foot. Okay, so this is really good. I'm gonna focus on both sides of my body doing this. So I spent quite a lot of time in my younger years playing soccer, especially when I was 20 to 24. I spent quite a bit of time in a squash room kicking a soccer ball, trying to become a professional soccer player. Late in the game, I was trying to do that at like 20 years old. I got hit by a car and had a settlement. So I had about $35,000 and I took that and played soccer. I tried out for a bunch of teams, tried out for TFC, scored like 3 goals in their tryout, but that was like a money grab. But anyways, I should have been on TFC, damn it. Remember seeing Dwayne De Rosario at one of my tryouts. He was on the team. He was just training there. He was already on the team. But yeah, so anyway, this is nice for me. This is gonna help my foot-eye coordination. And it's a good thing for recovery. I'm not going too intense. Just getting some touches on the ball. Okay, let's do some drags. So again, I haven't done this in bare feet, so this feels really nice. I have not played a lot of soccer in bare feet before. Normally I'd have the cleats on. And if you look at athletes' feet, they look bad, most of them. Like Usain Bolt, Cristiano Ronaldo, all of the feet are fucking squished. They can't do the job of the foot and spread out. So that's what I really like about this training with bare feet now. I'm gonna do it in bare feet because why not? Anyways, gonna do a little bit more of this, then on to those Indian clubs. Okay, Indian clubs. These are really light. These are 1 pound. Absolute game changer. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with some light wrist circles. And I'm just on the frontal plane here. Okay, let's do wrist circles, sagittal plane. Okay, and of course you can go both directions, on the inside of the arm, on the outside of the arm. It's a bit harder, I'll do one at a time. I like this, coiling or compressing to one side. Depends how long your limbs are. I got short arms. I'm a short dude. So, yeah. Sometimes I gotta lean over a little bit to make that fit. And when I get a longer club, sometimes you really gotta move your rib cage out of the way. Let's try that again, both at the same time. No, let's try it out here. And of course, you can do them up. You can go anywhere where your arm can go, right? Absolutely wonderful for the wrist, the elbow, shoulder, your spine, and then you can pay attention to your center of mass. Where is your center of mass as you're doing this? Okay, is it your 70% on one side? Okay, imagine you've got a scale under both sides, or even in the front to back. Okay, scan from left to right, forwards to backwards. Okay, get to know how your body's doing here. Okay, I'm gonna go for shifting my center of mass plus wrist circles. So I'm just gonna do this for like a minute. Nice and easy. Okay, feels good. Just putting center of mass from left foot to right foot. So again, I'm just focusing on chilling out today. This is all about recovery. This was planned. Okay, some ball touches, some Indian club work. I'll get some steel club work done as well. Okay, changing directions, both at the same time. Let's see if I can do that one alternating. No. There we go. So alternating, I was doing them synchronous. Okay, the other one I had no problem doing alternating. When I went to the other direction, I had to go synchronous to get them to go. So I want to go alternating. Hang on. Okay, it gets the brain going. Okay. See, I'm having troubles. There we go. Okay. And that's part of the beautiful thing. See, I can't get that pattern there. So I got to really try and work on that. So that's the beautiful thing about this. A lot of people have difficulty getting the patterns down. Okay, but it helps to work both sides of the brain. Okay, and it's really quite beneficial to be able to use both of your arms and both of your limbs effectively and efficiently. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna go to, that was wrist circles. Okay, so now I'm gonna go elbow circles. Okay, I'm gonna try the other direction. Okay, I'm gonna turn these. Hang on, that was shoulder and elbow. Okay, this is just elbow. Okay, I was getting carried away there. I was doing elbow and shoulder work. Hang on. So elbow circles. And then you can go into shoulder circles. Okay, that feels wonderful. as you're going through this, the arm is going to articulate. So palm facing down, palm faces out, palm faces down, palm faces in. Okay. And really, I shouldn't be chewing gum when I'm doing this. Your jaw is very, very important for stability and for organization with posture. But I'm dealing with a lot of stress lately, and well, for a long time, but that's for another day. But the gum is a bit of a coping mechanism, or a habit, I should say. Okay, so we got arm circles, we got wrist circles we did. Wrist circles, we went low, we went high, we went in front. Okay, we went to the side, side. Okay, both directions. Okay, we went through elbow circles. Okay, this is elbow circles, inside and outside. Okay, and then you can get to shoulder circles. Okay. Okay, getting into a rhythm here. Now I am sticking the tongue in the roof of my mouth and breathing through my nose. All right, that's loosening things up. Good stuff. Okay, let's do some movements. I have hit so I got hit by a car. I got about 50 stitches up my left shoulder. I have broken my right collarbone. I've broken my right scapula, separated both shoulders, and all of this crap has been all different injuries. Saying that just to let you know that I didn't start where I am today with my strength and my ability to lock my arm and have my arm straight overhead. I had to earn my overhead strength and my ability. I did a lot of mobility and a lot of Indian club work through the years. A lot of stuff using the bands, lacrosse balls, and of course, Indian clubs. Okay, again, these are really, really light. These are 1 pound. That is it. Okay, let's go both at the same time. Okay, and in here you can start adding in different sequences. Now, there's a lot of people that can do this way better than me. I just kind of have your basics with them, and then I kind of add my own twist on it, and I'm having fun doing it. Okay, the other direction. Then I'm going to get some light steel club work going and finish my day off with some light stretching against the wall. And that's it for my recovery, at least for the movement aspect of things. Like I said, I've done 2 saunas already today, and I did breath work in those saunas as well. I may try and get another one in, so that would be 3 sessions of breath work and sauna today, which I know that not a lot of people can get to even one sauna a day, so I'm pretty lucky. But it is just right down the street. Okay, so I've warmed up, I've done my ball touches, I've done some work with the Indian clubs. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some light steel club work. Okay, so just experimenting with steel clubs. I've done a lot of work with steel clubs, but it's only been like mills and club 360s. Okay, so this is doing mills. Now this was kind of more of like the traditional way of doing it if you had meals, like the wooden meals. And with this, you're kind of just dipping it right by your ear. as I was told from a guy that does these a lot more than me. Good, now I'm gonna pay attention to my center of mass as I'm doing this. Okay, I'm scanning my body from left to right. Okay, and seeing how the weight shift changes. That's funny. I didn't just hit myself in the head. All right. So, I can just do this with holding this one here, okay, and then just doing a club mill here. And you can come across like you're gonna throw it at somebody here. Okay, and that's, you can see the rotation happening through my spine now as I cast it across my body. Because again, when you reach across the body, that's gonna create rotation through the spine and the knees and the ankles. And that's where you wanna make sure you have the mobility to get that multi-segmentational, rotational aspect through the spine, not just getting it all through your ankles and your knees, okay, which a lot of folks do that. Okay. Let's not hit my head with a steel club. Okay, this is getting tiring holding this one here, my grip on my right hand. I can feel that already. Again, traditionally, I don't hold both these clubs like this. I haven't in the past. So this is new. As I'm diving into this steel clubs, I'm going to be really focusing on playing around with clubs and I know that the benefit they have, and I've been training with them, but I know there's more to be had from them, and I'm going to figure out how to put these to the best use. Okay, these are absolute game changers of tools. Okay, here I'm just focusing on that shift of my weight from side to side. Center of mass shifters. Okay, that's what we'll call that. I'm gonna give my hands a break for a second. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, that's a hard ball. Oh, fail. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna do the running man. I call it running man. Shifting from side to side. Letting the club just pull that shoulder girdle down and back. Yeah, I'm on the left side right now, right side. Good, now I'm gonna actually try that in a kneeling position. I'm gonna take the bit of the knee out of it and the ankles. Okay. That's gold right there. I can feel that is just completely different. It gets your spine actually working, because a lot of that rotation for me was happening in my ankles and my knees. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's actually pretty decent, but I could feel it a lot more in my spine there. Like I wasn't rotating as far and it wasn't as easy. So it's good. So half kneeling takes the ankle out of the equation. This is the bullwhip here. An alternating bullwhip, which is nice. I actually don't think I've ever done this before in my life. So you have to come here, rotate, and you're doing this with your torso and your arm, right? You're not just doing it with your arm like this. Okay? You're using the weight, you're penduluming it up at the swing, moment of weightlessness. You get that tipped and you rotate. Whew, catch it with your rotation. Okay, it's lovely. Now I'm really playing around. My left side's hard. It's harder for me to rotate. The timing of it's not there. See on the right side, that it just naturally, whoom, you're right there. Whoom, whoom. It's coming from that hip. Try to get that hip involved. Anyways, hope you enjoyed my recovery day. I'm not even done yet. What do I got to do? I'm going to do against the wall stretch. Life's going crazy. I haven't done this stretch in a long time, at least not for 5 minutes. I got given this stretch about 20 years ago from a personal trainer that I got a program for. And his instructions were just keep these legs as straight as you can and for 5 minutes. But I add a little bit more onto that. So I like to pump my feet like this. Okay, then you can add breath work into here as well. Okay, this is a good stretch. The top of my feet are really tight, like my ankles right here. All right, so I'm gonna get a nice stretch there. Neutral ankle position as best you can. Okay, nice and flat and neutral. Feet aren't rotated out. Okay, they're not inverted or everted. They're neutral in the ankle position. Butt's right up against the wall. Now, try your best to get the curve in your lumbar spine so there's a bit of space back down there. And after that, just doing the stretch like this. And I'm going to do both of those for about 5 minutes each. And it's going to be lovely. But anyways, this is going to be my recovery for today. And then I'll be good to go for tomorrow. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to videos. And if you're interested in training with me and you want to get a program going and you want to learn this stuff, shoot me a comment. Love to work with you.